Okay, this Troy Planning Commission meeting for October 28th is in session. Please call the roll.
Mr. Cappers?
Here.
Mr. Mayor?
Here.
Mr. Titterington?
Here.
Mr. McGarry?
Here.
We call the rest of them.
Mrs. Johnson? Mrs. Mahan? Mr. Forrest?
They don't answer. Okay. We have the minutes for our October 14th meeting. Are there any additions, corrections, or deletions of those minutes?
Move for approval.
Is there support for the motion?
Second.
Motion support. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the minutes are adopted. The first matter to come before the commission is a matter of regret. We lost one of our own this week. Major General Waters passed away. He was my predecessor as Planning Commission Chairman, and he was a good man and a good supporter of the city of Troy and a great volunteer on its commission. I'd like to entertain just a moment of silence, if you would, please, to think of General Waters and what he's done for this city. Thank you. The next matter to come before the commission is the Historic District application for 28 West Canal Street. Excuse me. Staff have a report?
Yes, we do. The applicant, John O'Daniel, who is here today in the audience, is requesting approval from the Planning Commission to do a couple things to the house located at 28 West Canal Street, which is the former Mensick home. The request is to paint the exterior of the building. He's also proposing to replace the roof on the front part of the house, remove an existing dormer on the second story, and install 20 new windows on the home. The paint for the exterior is a combination of several colors. The house and foundation will be Sherwin-Williams 7527 Nantucket Dune. The window trim will be Sherwin-Williams 7012 Creamy. And the wood trim front and back doors and awnings will be Sherwin-Williams 9130 Evergreen Fall. And you have the samples going around there. Applicant also will be replacing the roof on the front of the house with the same type and color of shingle that is currently on the rear porch of the house. There's an picture in your packet that details that. The applicant also is proposing to remove the dormer on the second story of the house and then install framing where the dormer was previously located. And finally, applicant is proposing to replace 20 windows on the home. The front windows on the porch will not be replaced at this time, but all other windows will be replaced with a vinyl clad double hung window with no grid pattern. Staff recommends approval that the proposed renovations will freshen up the exterior of the property. The colors will not detract from the historic integrity of the building, and the colors are suitable with the surrounding character of the historic district.
Does the commission have any questions for staff?
This is the house that's been for sale. Is it still for sale or has it been bought?
It's still for sale,
So they're on freshening it up to,
but it's my understanding that the intent is to do the renovations and then make it into a summer home for Mary Zamitis, the daughter of Mr. Mensick.
It's not a word.
Any other questions of staff?
And the windows, the new windows, they're gonna be white?
Yes.
Okay.
Now the windows
Isn't it?
trim, there's
Right.
Yeah.
But the actual window is regular
Right.
white vinyl? Okay.
The applicant's here. Does the applicant have any thing they want to add?
The only other addition is there's some rot I found just the other day in inspecting the front siding, and I'll be matching that siding. It's an asbestos, I think, I believe, that old asbestos siding. So I'll be removing each panel individually, either reusing that or giving a close match to that concrete hardy board. They make a match just like that. I'll have to fix framing behind it, I'm sure, structurally, and then permits, of course, and all that stuff. I'll be getting
Do we have any
inspection.
problems with the asbestos remediation?
The city doesn't. We don't
We don't get
control.
into that.
We don't control that unless it's something that the city, it's a city funded
Okay.
project.
Any other questions of staff or the applicant?
Can we approve this in total, or do we have to do it by individuals.
Whatever your
You can do it
pleasure.
however you choose.
It's one application, it's all on one application.
It's
all
one
one.
application, but if you think there's something controversial, you
see.
can approve one at a time.
Okay. I move we approve the application as it was presented today.
Support.
Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
Mr. Titterington,
Yes.
Mr. McGarry,
Yes.
Mr. Cappers.
Yes. Matter passes. Does staff have anything else to come before the commission?
No, sir.
Commission members want to talk about anything else? So entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.